Because Danke.
Je suis à l'école de musique.
Another prime influence is the band Mellotron that I was in, and I released my first record of them, and we were just messing about as kids, and we became friends from the age of about 11. Pete, I'm still in contact with, you know, is my oldest friend.
Right. And how did you know him?
Because we went to the same school, because I moved up to
school.
My mother hated London, and she just nagged my dad, because her family were in Manchester, so she couldn't visit her sisters or anything. So she hated London, and she said no one spoke to each other, and everyone's really cold and whatever. She was from Salford, so we ended up moving back up north, and it was Rochdale, which is the fucking armpit of the world. I mean, it really is. It makes Chernobyl look good, you know. I mean,
yeah, Rochdale. Oh yeah.
I hope you're watching this in Rochdale.
Yeah.
Anyway. We just start playing music without knowing how to play musical instruments, you know, and you know
and this is pre-punk, of course.
Oh yeah, this was 1974 when we started making these little cassette recordings, and then we had a couple of cassette recorders, and we found out that if we recorded something and then played it back, and then depending on where we put the tape recorder, we could then overdub on top of it. And he could do it to about 3 generations before it started really falling apart, which was quite nice as well. Sometimes we just piled them up. We lived in Rochdale, in this place called the Seven Sisters, which is 7 blocks of flats in a valley. And what we used to do, the flats at the top were never occupied because the flats used to move with the wind and people hated it. So we'd always go up and do recordings up there, and in the stairwell we'd have a cassette recorder on the 13th floor, and then the top floor on the 19th we'd all be going woo, you know, making
an echo chamber.
Yeah, and we record it and then record over it. So we had all this stuff, you know, and we just enjoyed doing it, you know. And
the band called Mellotron.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that was Pete's idea. I mean, it's Mel-atron. It's not like Mel-otron.
Oh, so it's not.
Although when the record
technically named after the instrument.
No, it wasn't. No. But when the record was released, of course, the dipstick who fucking released it, you know, spelled it Mellotron, and he also got the title of the song wrong as well.
Excellent.
But anyway, what happened is we got this track on this compilation LP, which came out recently, re-released on this big compilation, 3 CD compilation of Manchester bands, and our little track crops up on it. So I haven't been paid for it.
Of course not.
But
wasn't that produced by?
No.
That's later.
This is a story. So what happened is we released this track. We didn't know what we were doing. It was a big psychedelic mess, and we just played every instrument. It's the first time we were ever in a studio, so we just played everything. You know, glockenspiels, pianos, you know, we just synthesizers, you name it. We had everything on it, you know. And it was a vague idea of a bass line. So the thing is, Pete, who wrote the songs, never learned to play the guitar, never learned to chords, never learned scales to this day. But he had this amazing knack for coming up with these little tunes, and it was down to me because I started learning how to play chords and some general theory on the guitar. I was actually able to communicate that to musicians, and you know. So anyway, we released this track. It got reviewed in a Melody Maker, and it must have been this hippie on acid, because he wrote this stunning review in it. He said, Mellotron's Warriors from Space, it is like this oh, you know, and he went on and on and on and on. And of course, the guy at the record label, he was like, oh, right, you know. So I started mooting the idea of doing a single. And then I knew Pete Shelley because I'd done a bit of roadieing for the Buzzcocks, and then, you know, I started infiltrating the music scene in Manchester with the Manchester Musicians Collective as well. It's where I first saw the Fall, when they didn't have a drummer actually. It was just Mark and I think it was Brahma and Una and might be Tony Friel, but they didn't have a drummer, or Carl Burns couldn't make it that night or something. He had a better gig. So,
were you ever a member of the co-op, the
no,
Manchester Music?
No, I tried to get into it, but like any of that stuff, it was very cliquey.
Right.
You had to know someone, and
because that was what's his name, wasn't it? Dick.
Don't have a bell or something. Catherine gives a sign. I think Catherine gives a sign, and everything only happens around 5 minutes. Any questions? Everybody has a different question. This is the first word.
Because there is a why, yes.
Catherine has a question.
I think we've started. So I think the first thing, when you know that you'll be exposed to a virus, is to prepare your body to receive the virus as well as it possibly can. Now I realise you have limited time, but you may want to try some of these moves. They may help you in the dance to come.
Yeah, smells of Kate Bushes and Folkestone.
Yeah. The Folkestone Kate Bushes.
Yeah, it's good. So, no. Oh, he's Merry Christmas!
There was a place we had to have like 2 degrees. Arsenal. It's just a tune, isn't it? Might have been a longer bell. I can't remember. Brilliant.
Thinking about how your body might receive a virus, you might first notice where it came from, and I believe that was possible. Now, a virus will express itself similarly but also differently in different bodies. What happens once it's in your body? What's important about this metavirus is to spread it. How does it come out? And who to?
Here we are in Biv's hometown for Mopomoso Christmas.
And it's not too bad really, you know, the view isn't too bad. There's some old building up there, you know,
That no one knows about.
Yeah, nobody knows about that, so it's good to point that out so people can see it. And yeah.
We love it. I've never been to New York before, as most people know. I've not been allowed to visit, but I'm now here. Not with a saxophone, but a little practice saxophone. And we can, you know, stuff. And so much. And you know, a great friend of ours, Maggie Nichols, just won a big prize in England.
That's good news.
And it happened yesterday, and we're celebrating.
We are.
We're drinking.
We're drinking. I'm
cocktails.
drinking a Negroni.
She's got cocktails. I've not got a cocktail because I'm the sober one of the two.
Sort of.
Oh dear!
Oh dear.
The original plan was to have a walk around New York at one point, but that's kind of too hot.
It's too damn cold. Oh, am I allowed to say that? You might have to censor that word.
No, you'd be okay with
You'd
that.
be alright. Yeah, good.
I think you can stay down. It's a tradition at Christmas that we wear hats.
Yeah.
And we are wearing hats.
We are wearing hats. And look at mine. It's got a light on it.
My hat
Yours is very sophisticated, actually.
comes
I
from
must
my
say, you're
daughter.
looking very, very elegant today.
Yeah, I was telling Viv later I lost a very expensive scarf in New York.
So, how did you do it? Tell the story.
I was walking down the street and a wind came, and it was like a circular wind, whatever you call it.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, not a typhoon, the other thing.
Yeah, into typhoon. And my scarf went
Yeah.
into a tree, and locals stood on themselves to try and rescue it.
Climbed up the tree, sent
Yeah, it
children
didn't
up.
work.
No.
We did send a child up.
So you've lost that. What was it?
It was black and white web with everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, I come really professional.
Yeah, but you missed that, you know, that all black was 20 years ago, I think. I missed that even, and I've been here 12.
You've been here 12 years.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
And when Viv met us, a very nice gentleman who's the manager of this establishment remarked on Viv's accent that she doesn't have one, and she's been here 12 years.
Yeah. I've been in America 22 years.
22 years,
You know,
and she still
haven't
sounds
got an American accent.
Norfolk or something.
Yeah, Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire. Yeah, it's up the road from Luton.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So, what else have we got to say? We're not very exciting today, are we really?
No.
It's very exciting in New York, though, of course, because we've got Mamdani for mayor. You know about Zoran Mamdani?
I don't know what
Oh
Mamdani
my
is.
God, Mamdani! He's going to be our new mayor, and he's a socialist progressive.
Yeah.
And he was a rapper, and you can Google it, and I wish I had it actually. You can find this wonderful song he did, which is chapati, chop, chop, chop.
Can we try that together?
Yeah.
Or is it chapati?
Chapati, yes.
Chapati.
Chapati, chop, chop, chop.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
This is free improvisation from two of the Mopomoso Crisps crew.
Yeah, the stalwarts. Two of the old stalwarts.
Yeah, we
Whatever
go
that
back.
is.
Oh, we go back.
Oh, boy,
oh
do we
my
go
God,
back.
we go
Oh,
back.
we don't want to even say how long we go
We
back.
go back so far. So far.
So far. I remember the day when I turned up at 33 to to play with Chris Cheek,
Oh, wow.
who'd forgotten his clarinet.
Yeah.
Do you remember? We'd driven all the way from London to play. Well, not all the way from London to play in Luton. That's not too impressive,
Yeah.
but
But in those days, it was carriage.
well, exactly. It took a long time, you know, days, weeks. You had to plan, you had to carry your food with you then.
Sure.
And he'd forgotten his clarinet. He brought everything else and he got out to do the gig, and he said, oh, I haven't got my clarinet. And amazingly,
I had one,
you had one.
which I lit.
You
To
did.
the
You did, I remember that.
terrible rate, I think. It was 15 quid an hour.
Well, we didn't like to say that. Yeah, we thought that was a bit extreme. We're still paying it off, actually, with the interest.
When was that?
Don't even think about it. Yeah, it would have been, I don't know, the 80s, the 90s, one of those.
One of those two.
Yeah,
As we said earlier, we go back a long time.
we do,
Yeah.
we do. Yes.
And we might be going back in a little while because it's freezing up here.
It's freezing, yeah, I think we've sort of come to the end.
Yeah,
haven't we?
so-
Chop, 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 chapati, chapati, chop, 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 chapati, chapati, chop, 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 chapati, chapati, chop, 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 chop.
Yes. I will. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, bye. So that was medical stuff.
Right. Come on, get back on it. Back on it.
That's not what I was talking about.
I remember what you were talking about. I remember.
Yeah, maybe you don't need to be so chronological, because
I'm the interviewer.
I just wanted to give you the hint that there's a gig with some musicians.
I do chronological. Exactly, you can make it completely unchronological.
What do I say? It's on Sunday there's some very fine musicians, and maybe you can tell something about the Choice and the Scatter group is.
Well, we come into that, you see.
Yeah.
I'm saying, how did you first meet then, Alan Tomlinson? And did you know about his Manchester background?
No. I met Al at a gig. I went to a gig, and I think he was playing solo. And then, I went up and chatted, and he realised I was from Manchester. We got chatting away, and, it just developed a friendship. And then he said, "Oh, I got this gig coming up. Do you fancy playing?" So I said, "Yeah." And it was with Roger Turner, and it just worked like a dream. And then I think like 2 months after that, we did our first tour of Germany. So that was back in the days when we could do all these gigs and whatever,
And would that have been the 80s?
Yeah.
So which group toured Germany?
Alan Tomlinson Trio.
And
with Roger?
With Roger?
Roger Turner, me on guitar, and Alan Tomlinson on trombone.
You remember which cities?
The what?
Which cities?
Well, I remember, there's a famous one that just come out, because I released stuff on Scatterark Live. It was a brilliant label, net label. My favourite experience of the record industry has been with this label.
Anyway. Liam Stefani, he's just done the Tiger Milk stuff.
Oh yes,
it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really great guy.
So there was this lost gig in Cologne. So we arrived in Berlin to do our first tour. And I remember the concert was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we arrived about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And, back in the days where you could drink and smoke on the airplane on the way over. And got to the gig and played this gig, and it was wonderful and everything, and it was all new, experience and whatever. And then next day we were playing in Cologne, and it was like a 7-hour train from Berlin to Cologne.
I know the distance.
And Roger had a bottle of the famous grouse on him, and
whiskey. And
I had a few tins. We said, no, we'll just have a couple of cans. and then it got crazy after that, when the whiskey came out. So by the time we turned up to Cologne, we got into a taxi from the station to go to the Loft in Cologne.
Yeah, the Loft. Yeah.
So we turned up there, and then when we arrived there, I realised that I'd left my bag at the train station, and it had all my leads, my effects, our passports, our plane tickets, everything. And I thought, oh no! And that Roger wasn't too happy. No one was very happy. So that they decided they wanted to get something to eat. So Roger and Alan left, and they went to get something to eat. I hung around in a venue with Alan Silver, getting drunk with him. So when it's getting to the audience started coming in, and it was a really good audience, and Tony Oxley was there, and there's all a few other musicians turned up as well, great audience, there's only me out of the band there, and this was pre-mobile phones, and stuff. So, you know, anyway, finally Roger and Ellen turned out, and it turned out that they got in this lift, they got stuck in between floors. They had nothing to eat. They were banging on the walls of this elevator. No one could hear them where we were, you know.
So you didn't even get out of the building?
So they came out. Like this.
I can imagine it.
Like the audience were like, oh my God, they could just sense it off us, this complete, you know, existential angst that we were going through. Roger got on his drums and Alan got on his trombone, and I just plugged in just raw guitar, no effects or anything like that. We played, and I had this vague memory of it being good, really good, but very fraught, you know. Mm-hmm. And then shortly after Alan passed away, a tape of this performance turned up. Ah. So it's now on Scatter is this infamous gig, and it's brilliant. It's one of the best things we ever did. We never heard it, and Alan, you know, unfortunately passed away without hearing it, you know, because we were always looking for something to release by that trio. Yeah. Because we went into the studio a couple of times. Like a lot of improvisation, it just doesn't work, you know, because you haven't got there's no performance ethos because you haven't got an audience there. Alan always loved to perform in front of an audience, and that's part of what he did. Yeah, yeah. And when that's not there, and we were just doing it in the studio, it just didn't work, you know. So, and we never knew this recording existed, you know. But
funny.
Yeah, it's.
Who was the guy who used to record all those gigs at the Loft? Jan Schneider. Did Jan Schneider?
It was probably him who recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd heard rumours of this tape because I had a little trio with Hannes Bauer and Billy Kellers as well. So I used to tour with them, and I'm sure Hannes said that, you know, said, "Oh, Dave, he said,
this'll be."
I've heard this recording of you and Alan at the Cologne. It's very good, you know." Oh, yeah. Well, who's got it? Oh, I don't know. I heard this tape, you know. So I never got my hands on a copy of it. And then all of a sudden it suddenly...
it'll probably happen with all my tapes.
Eventually. You know, but it was like a perfect recording.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, seeing, you know, we only arrived there and 5 minutes later we were playing, so there was no setup at all, and everyone was really angry anyway, or, you know, frustrated to say the least, you know. But this brilliant music came out, and
funny, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, it was you know, I started playing with Alan about, I think it was about 91 when I saw him play, and I think the trio was the first time we performed together, because I was in the process of trying to do this rock thing with Bluff, you know.
Yeah.
So that was just beginning to happen then, you know. We were doing these gigs around London, so we were.
And who was that? It was Bluff, I'm trying to remember.
Paul Degnan and on bass, and Dave Wilson on drums.
Right.
Who Dave Wilson had previously played with Kevin Coyne.
Ah, right, okay.
And also a group with Annette Peacock put together.
Nice.
And she was doing a rock stuff, you know.
With Annette Peacock, yeah. So Roger constantly worked with Annette.
Oh yeah, Roger worked with her as well, yeah. Because she was based in England for a long time, yeah. Anyway, so I had this rock band that we were, you know, playing on the same bill as PJ Harvey and Shed 7, and we got a fuzz box and we were going to use it.
Yeah.
A couple of different other bands that we performed with, Zach Starkey's band, Ringo Starr turned up to the Subterranean once, and I thought, oh. And then someone said, "Oh no, Zach's in the support band," you know. Well, all right. You know, so, you know, we were trying to get our foot in there, and we were
speaking of drummers,
trying to be avant-garde.
Slightly non-chronological. Remind a story about you playing at the was it at the 12 Bar after the LMC festival gig, where you were playing drums? I love that as a drum story. I love that.
Yeah. Well, I'd had a few lagers, you know, and I wasn't performing. I was just there as a punter. And
this was a gig after. It was like a party.
It was an after party.
Really? Oh, okay.
So, you know, and I had lots of Dutch courage inside me. So the first thing I did is I got on the decks with Otomo Yashahid and started, you know, doing this without having known what I was doing properly. You know, I thought, well, if I do this, it sounds avant-garde. And then they had a little backline set up in the hall, so there was a drum kit and a couple of amps, you know. I thought, I fancy playing the drums now, you know. So I got up there. I think Maggie Nichols was performing with me actually as well, you know. A couple of other people, you know. And you know, and I looked up, and the only two people I saw was Jackie Livesey and Drumbo, John French, was in the audience watching me play the drums really badly. And I thought, well, if there's two people that you screw up in front of,
yeah,
you know,
perfect.
Two of my favourite drummers, you know.
Yeah, because they've been playing at the festival, they've been playing the LMC as part of that festival. God. Right, going back to then, so that was almost getting to the time when I first.